believe in the power of love. We don't know what's coming, but we can help shape what's ahead. With kindness as our currency, the Commonwealth is in our hands. So give a little, oh, give a lot, don't stop. A helping hand makes the world go round. There's more than enough. Ooh, I believe in the power of kindness. Ooh, I believe in the power of love. Ooh, I believe in the power of kindness. Oh, I believe in love. Yeah. Look up now, people. Keep your ears to the ground. We are the river flowing, generosity abound. So give a little, give a lot, oh, give a lot, don't stop. A helping hand makes the world go round. There's more than enough. Ooh, I believe in the power of kindness. Ooh, I believe in the power of love. Ooh, I believe in the power of kindness. Oh, I believe in the power of love. Honeybees of sweetness only help the world bloom. Bringing love to the flower, from the flower to the fruit. We can learn a thing or two. So give a little, oh, give a lot, don't stop. A helping hand makes the world go round. Heaven's more than enough. Ooh, I believe in the power of kindness. Ooh, I believe in the power of love. Ooh, I believe in the power of kindness. Ooh, I believe in the power of love. We don't know what's coming, but we can help shape what's ahead. With the kindness as our currency, the Commonwealth is in our hands. So give a little, oh, give a lot, don't stop. A helping hand makes the world go round. There's more than enough. So ooh, I believe in the power of kindness. Power of love. I believe. Whoa, 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 power of love.
Steve, my clicker is not working.
See what I mean? All right, another hand for one voice. Woo! And we have, of course, Sonia and John and Bob. So we have lots of beautiful music today. We are so excited. The vibe is cool in the house. So those of you online, wish you were here. But enjoy it even though you are there and we are here. It's all this beautiful message. And yeah, I'm standing on the orange spot, so that's good. Okay, so welcome to Amani today. This is a wonderful day to be here. So exciting. So our theme has been, the curiosity and the joy. It's a beautiful way to look at the world. But now we have to let our kids go. Go forth. Get uplifted. Be free. Be uplifted. God, don't you all wish you had this stuff when you were little? I know I do. Yeah, my life would be very different if I was learning love and what? Yeah? I know the kids are great. All right. So, welcome to Amani. We are glad that you are here. You're joining us here in the space and joining us out online in the universe that is out there. So, let's walk through or talk through or just experience our vision statement. We came up with this because it is who we are. It's what we do. It's It's what drives us to come here. It's what moves us to be here, to engage, to connect. So let's do it together. Let's read it through together. Ready? Lighting the path to peace together. Yes, we do. We bring our light onto the path. And the path is for peace, and we're doing it together. We can never do this on our own because we are all one. All right. Okay. So this is our mission statement. So if you want to read it with me, that would be great. So, and again, so just follow me. It's really great. This is also an expression of who we are and how we live our lives here. So let's do it together. To provide inspiring, inclusive, and empowering opportunities to learn and grow in a loving, innovative, spiritually based community. That's a mouthful, but it's a mouthful, but it is a lot, and it is a lot of what we do, and it is a lot of why you're here, to have these experiences together. So this is a little bit more of what we're about. We're here as a place to learn and grow and become more of who we really are, and that's the thing. So the next slide. We are here to just kind of be, to just kind of learn and evolve and get more in touch with who we really are. So I'm glad you're all here. Just really happy to be here in union together. Okay, next one. All right. So I want to talk a little bit about practitioners. Oh, anybody here for the first time? Sorry. No. Okay. So. Oh. So you're going to get a little treat from us. You being here is a treat for us. Can you tell I've only had one cup of coffee this morning? Just one. So welcome. And so we're all here to answer questions and engage. We are here to fill each other's cups. It is just this beautiful space that we come and talk and can have conversations and can say things that we might not be able to say other places. We're in the oneness. And, this is where our soul gets fed and, things like that. So affirmative prayer is one way that our soul gets fed. It is one way for us to move, shift, and evolve into that kind of higher version of ourselves. Let go of things that are no longer part of your life and welcome things that you want to see happen. And I will tell you that affirmative prayer has helped. We all have stories of how affirmative prayer has shifted our lives to a very different place. So those of us who are practitioners, please raise your hand if you're a practitioner. Yay. Reverend Sherry Wynn is our practitioner for the day. So after service, you can come up here and you can get a beautiful treatment from Reverend Sherry or from any other one of us that has raised our hands. It has been a journey, and we will call each other. And one of the things that we say is, remind me of who I am, because I am soul, I am spirit. And all of this stuff that happens in our human lives is important and vital, but yet can also be moved, changed, and shifted through affirmative prayer. So I invite you to take part in that, because it is through affirmative prayer that just from a personal space, I've done a lot of healing around I'm going through a divorce, as many of you know. I've moved into a nice place. I have a safe space to live in. I feel more whole and complete. I got into grad school. I had shared it in my talk the other day. So I got into, and all of those things have happened as a result of connecting with a practitioner and finding that peace within us that is that holy peace, that sacred peace that connects with that piece of us that wants a different life. So, all right. So announcements. I'd like to invite Marcy up here to do announcements for us.
Okay, thank you, Yuli. All right, so just a little bit about what's going on right now at the Amani Center. This is our theme for the month of August, Curiosity, Joy, and Faith. And so there's all the folks who will be speaking, and today is our wonderful Rev Pixie DuFour, as always accompanied by the wonderful John DuFour. So it's going to be a great Sunday. Glad you're here. Here's some of the stuff going on in August. So We have a second blue moon, or second full moon, which happens to be the blue moon, which is on August 30th. So we do these wonderful rituals right here in the space. I encourage everyone to join us for those. We always finish with a bonfire outside. We cook some food, hot dogs. Steve brings food. It's an awesome chance to be together. So join us for that. We got another teen play date coming. So the first one was a big success. On the 18th, that's a Friday night. We will have another one starting at 6:30. So if you know teens, if you know someone who's got teens, this is their opportunity to come together and just hang out and connect and be kids and have some fun face-to-face. So please invite them. It's free. Addie is coming up with great ideas for things to do, and it's just really a wonderful chance to get them together. So please, if you know someone, or if you're listening and you know someone, send your teens. On next week, we have Metaphysical Parables Decoded, and that will be a workshop after service by ministerial intern Mitch Austin. Fantastic workshop. It's all a love-based donation, but you can sign up for it at theamanicenter.org, so he knows you're coming. So that's going to be a great opportunity to do some of the deeper work. And then we have a karaoke fun night, just a social night, and that will be on August 25th from 6 to about 8:30. And we just bring a dish to share. We sing some karaoke. We laugh. We have a really good time. So please show up for that. Bring friends. It's just a chance to be together in community. We have a couple of classes that are starting in August. So Reverend Belinda will be teaching the hidden mysteries of the Bible. That will be, she's decided to do that virtually. So that will be a virtual class. If you are interested in that, it's a fantastic class. Reverend Belinda is such a good teacher. I highly encourage you. She hasn't taught in a while. She's had a lot going on. Take this opportunity to take this class. And then also, our very own Yuli will be teaching You Can Heal Your Life, another fantastic book, fantastic class, transformational. And if there's anything going on in your body or in your life that you're kind of like, then this is a great class. So both of those can be signed up for at theamanicenter.org, or you can see Carrie after service. If you're here in the room, she can help you with that as well. Shelf Help is a new sort of book club that Corinne is starting, and Corinne's in the back of the room waving. If anyone look back there, if you have questions about this, she put a lot of work into coming up with some great book choices. You're going to be getting together on Thursday, starting September 14th, from 6:30 to about 8:45. There'll be social time. There'll be book discussion. This is free and open to everyone. So if you just want to have some community, just an opportunity to get together and maybe read some good uplifting material, have discussions, then this is for you. So that will be beginning on September 14th. And again, see Corinne if you have any questions. Did you have something to say about it or no? Okay, so see Corinne if you have questions after service. And there's some information on the back table too. Before we get to this, I thought I had a slide, but here's my prop. You might have noticed 115 boxes of flooring in the back room. Looks like this. This is going to be it. I'm just knowing that next Sunday when you're here, this is what you're going to see on the floor. And the way that happens is that some folks show up on Saturday. So we have, again, the wonderful John DuFour, who not only plays guitar but knows how to lay flooring, who will be supervising us. So we just need people who can show up and help. You don't have to know how to lay a floor. If you do, that's added benefit, but there's going to need to be people opening boxes, carrying these around, handing them off. Someone's going to be on the saw outside. We're going to be moving furniture. Today, do not let me forget, we need to move all these chairs in this room onto the stage and stack them up here. So that will be step one. Step two will be signing up if you can. I'm going to hand this to you, Nicole, because now I've got myself stuck with this board. We're going to try to do 2 shifts on Saturday, so 8 to 12 and then 12 to 4. So if you're able to sign up for just a 4-hour shift and just come and help however you can, we would so appreciate it. You can also sign up online for anyone who's watching. We have a sign-up, a virtual sign-up that's on our website at theamanicenter.org. You can also find it from Facebook. So this is going to be softer, quieter, it's so much more beautiful, hopefully warmer in the winter, so it's going to be a labor of love. So if you're able to help, or if you know someone who might like to help, if you know some high school students who need hours, like community service, yes. We'll write up a letter for them, so send them our way, and thank you so much. All right, I'm going to hand it back over to Yuli.
All right. It's going to be great to see this new flooring on our, it's kind of like we grow up. We'd all grown up. We got new flooring. Okay, so we're getting ready for a blessing of the service. So if you could silence your cell phones, just kind of allow yourself to go into this quiet space. It's okay. You're not going to miss anything real important. Trust me. Okay? Don't worry about FOMO. So knowing that we are here in this space, knowing that we are here by divine appointment, everything that happens today that we hear, that we see, that we experience, people we connect with, are all by divine appointment. Everything is here meant for your highest and best good. We know that this service is blessed, every single piece of it, every note, every sound, every step, every word comes through us, to us through Spirit. We are all here and guided and blessed, embracing this blessing, knowing that not only are we blessed by coming together on this Sunday morning, that others as well, that what we learn, what we engage in, what we feel and experience here permeates out into our community. And as we move outside of this space, we bring that blessing of us wherever we go. So in this space of feeling that deep blessing, we let these words go, knowing that they are true about us and about everything that happens outside of us as we move through our lives. Together we say, and so it is. So I'd like to hand it over to Reverend Sherry for the affirmation.
Okay, we're going to do this 3 times, and you're going to help me. So we're going to say it together with clarity and insight, enthusiasm. And the next time, I want you to bring it down into your heart. And the third time, just listen to me and take it in more deeply. And this is brought to us by our lovely Rev Pixie DuFour. I am now open and ready to receive the gifts of God. They are my divine inheritance. I am now open and ready to receive the gifts of God. They are my divine inheritance. I am open now and ready to receive the gifts of God. They are my divine inheritance. And so it is.
Let go of the shore and let the water carry you. Let go of the shore, float into the mystery. Let go of the shore and let the water carry you. Let go of the shore, float into the mystery. You have all you need, it's all inside of you. Just close your eyes and breathe and know that you are safe. Let go of the shore and let the water carry you. Let go of the shore, float into the mystery. Let go
go of the shore, float into the mystery, float into the mystery, float into the mystery. All right, our lovely time for meditation. This is our time to unhook from our busy world, to just rest for a minute. Allow yourself to be erect, up, relaxed. Let your whole body be soft. Center your awareness now through your breathing, in and up. On the inhale, notice your breath and then release all the tension. Breathing in, reaching for your third eye. Exhaling and letting go. Use this mantra today, aham prima. Aham on the inhale, prima on the exhale. Aham on the inhale, prima on the exhale. No worries about what it means. It's just a way to focus your attention. Aham, prima. Staying in this place of alert awareness, I'd like you to bring to mind, into your heart, those circumstances in your life that you'd like to see show up in a better way. Also, those people that may need help now in their bodies, in their minds, in their affairs, and the world that has been knocking on your door through social media, that takes you into a place that feels disconnected and powerless. And let's go together now and remember that we are the power and the presence, that the life that made us is inside us. And we amp up that light, that sacred light in us. We bring it into our awareness now, reminding ourselves that we are here for a purpose of goodness. And that goodness is easily engaged in each person's awareness here today. That still small voice shows up in multitudes of ways to bring about a healing, a sense of well-being, peace, and light. We don't need to look for it outside. We just need to remember that it's inside us. And every time we connect with that universal light and love everywhere. And we make a difference. We make a difference now and every day in our beautiful unfolding of our sacred lives. And we are so very grateful for this that we say thank you, and know it is done, and together we say, and so it is.
I've always wanted to say that. Choir. Rise. All rise, please. Said that too many times. Are y'all enjoying these ladies? I think they've done a fantastic job.
Thank you, Sonia.
We're all a little nervy up here.
This is the sound of one voice, one spirit, one voice, the sound of one who makes a choice. This is the sound of one voice. This is the sound of one voice. This is the sound of voices too. The sound of me singing with you, helping each other to make it through. This is the sound of voices too. This is the sound of voices too. This is the sound of voices three, singing together in harmony, surrendering to the mystery. This is the sound of voices three. This is the sound of voices three. This is the sound of all of us, singing with love and the will to trust. Leave the rest behind, it will turn to dust. This is the sound of all of us. This is the sound of all of us.
Well, good morning, Amani. How are you? I see all of you out there. I see your faces. You come here to be part of Spirit, to get a little extra when you need it. This is your day of connection. So we're going to be talking all about joy and curiosity and faith today. That's our theme. But we're going to talk about our gifts. I don't have any gifts. Yes, you do. You have gifts. We all have gifts. And we're going to talk a little bit about what they are because we don't so much pick them. I just found out they pick us. Yeah. Well, John's been saying all week, welcome to the bubble belt, right? I thought that's perfect for New Thought. We are the bubble belt, especially when I'm here because I like us to go to the bubble. I like us to get answers. That's not my cue, right? I like us to get answers. He's very subtle. You got to love him. So today we're going to the bubble belt because we need to maybe take a look at what some of those gifts are, get some answers for ourselves. Maybe we already know what our gifts are. Maybe we already know that we have music or voice or gorgeous prayers. Thank you, Reverend Sherry. Whatever it is, maybe we know we have those gifts. Some of us think they have to be these big, gigantic things, and they really don't. Our gifts are God-given. As Yuli said, we're God-ordained. Anyway, so we're going to go into the bubble. We're going to take a look at that. Maybe you already know what your gift is, and if you already know what your gift is, just be grateful for it. Maybe ask Spirit, how can I express you more fully in my life? How can I take this gift and make somebody else happy with it, or bring joy or life to somebody else? Yeah, that's what we're going to look at. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into the bubble meditation. When we come out, we're going to bring our prayer. We're going to get our prayer. We're going to bring our prayer. And I try to do this a little bit differently this time so the bowl doesn't crack or somebody doesn't burn their hand. And what we're going to do is we're going to light these two big candles off of the main candle, and then you're going to light one of the flat tea candles and then pass the candle off to the next person in line. We did get a bigger bucket, $16.99 at Home Depot. Not bad. Yeah, that's right. We like Home Depot. We spend a lot of time there, don't we, John? Yeah. Yes, it's plastic, and so is the little holders around the tea candles. Everything's in sand. We're fine. Virgo. That's his okay. You handle it if it explodes, right? I'm not doing anything. I told you so. Yeah, like we're normal, like everybody else. We spiritualize it. All right. So, John, may I have some noodling? Bob, you be free to do whatever you'd like whenever you'd like to do it. So I'd like us to all turn within to that place of the very Most High. Closing the eyes if it's comfortable for you to do so. Feel the seat beneath you reach up to greet you. That place within us, that place of the very Most High, it speaks to us in a still, small voice. When we listen, we can hear it. It guides us. It directs us. It shows us. All we need to do is listen. I'd like you to breathe in for 5. Hold for 2. Exhale for 6. All the way out. Inhale for 5. Hold for 2. Exhale for 6. One more time. Inhale for 5. Hold for 2. Exhale all the way out for 6. Now I'd like you to begin to scan your life. Just put a scan on it, maybe going back as far as your teenage years. And I want you to find a happy moment in that time. A happy moment. We're not going in the dirt here today. We're going to find our happy. Where are you? What is this that makes you so happy? Do you have desires? Do you have hopes? Are there dreams? Now let's go back a little bit further, maybe elementary school days. Scan that time in your life. Think back. What types of interests did you have? Were you naturally drawn towards something? Maybe a feeling that naturally pleased you. Maybe a relative or a friend or humor or school. What was that you were naturally drawn toward? Now I'd like you to take your hand and place it on your heart. Ask yourself this question. If money weren't an issue, what would bring me joy? What feels natural to me? How could I share it with others to bring them joy? Listen closely to what it tells you. Get curious. What if, out of infinite possibilities, what if, keeping the eyes closed, find your prayer in that place of joy and infinite possibilities. Ask the question, what is my gift? Or how may I further expand what I already know? Keeping the eyes closed, we are going to take this prayer to the universe and release it to the others. Then this week, I'd like you to begin to listen for the answers. Breathe in for 5. Hold for 2. Breathe out for 6. All the way. And open your eyes. All right. I invite each of you, we're trying this, right, for the first time, so be patient with me till we get it right. So the big candles, you can not light. Hang on. And yes. Here, Marcy, you start. Sonia, you start over on your end. They didn't know I was going to call them out. So I'd like everybody to bring their prayer, light one of the tea candles, and then we'll pray over them collectively.
just me now? All right.
It's on the script.
Okay, well, in that case, now for something slower. How deep is your love? How bright is your sky? You ever smiled without knowing why? Have you walked through a meadow and laughed till you cry? Have you yelled from a mountain top that you are alive? I was not always sure who I wanted to be. I looked to the world outside instead of in me. I believed when they said I would never be free, and I tried to be who they told me to be. And the Spirit said, "Come take my hand." So I did. There is a new world waiting, just like the flower unfolded. When you open your heart, you give love a new start. Ain't it funny how it goes? People tell you you can't, so you don't. I just had to love myself, enough to know I couldn't make it through. You can too, with Spirit watching over you. There's a gift you can give if you open your eyes, and no place to run, and there's no place to hide. There's a world you can know if you open your eyes. If you trust in yourself, well, you might be surprised. And the Spirit said, "Come take my hand." So I did. There is a new world waiting, and just like the flower unfolding, if you open your heart, you give love a new start. How deep is your love? How bright is your sky? Have you ever smiled without knowing why? Have you walked through a meadow and laughed till you cry? Have you yelled from a mountain top that you are alive? Have you yelled from a mountain top, I am alive?
Yeah. Thank you. Bob, thank you. Wow. Okay, so that is the title. Actually, that song, How Bright Is Your Sky, is the title of his CD. We have his CDs in back. And when you purchase those, all the proceeds go to the Amani. So be generous. Aw. I like to say that. All right. So we have a bunch of prayers in front of us, don't we? All of us. We have our own individualized prayers, but we're all part of that one essence that I call God. By the way, when I was putting this talk together, there was somebody that was either here or at home. Somebody needed to hear the name Jesus Christ. I don't know who it was, but somebody just needed me to acknowledge that. So you're going to hear me say spirit, universe, God, Lord, love, science, the one beautiful essence that we are all part of. So please, if something doesn't feel right to you, replace it with what does. Deal? Okay, I like that. That works. All right. So everybody, I'd like everyone to put their hands up because we're not only just praying for ourselves, we're praying for all of us here. We call it collective consciousness in togetherness. And I just give great thanks this day, Father, Mother, God, for the wondrous blessings of each and every person here today and at home watching this at the same time. I acknowledge that we are all part of that one divine spirit, that which shows up in the most wondrous of ways. I accept this day a divine shift and movement in consciousness for the love that we are, for whatever those hopes and those dreams and those desires are, for the expansion of the gifts that we know that are already ours, or the discovery and the uncovering of that which is also already ours. And for any of those prayers that were prayed this day that had something to do maybe with somebody else or something other than the gift, I know that God supports, God uplifts, God shows the way all the time, no exceptions. Dear sweet Father, Mother God, I give great thanks for these wondrous blessings of love, of light, of peace, of power, of discovery. Together, repeat after me. Your prayer is my prayer too. Your prayer is my prayer too. Your prayer is my prayer too. And so it is. Yeah. And so it is. It is done. I gotta pull it closer to me because I don't really see like I used to. Marcy, keep an eye on the flames for me so he doesn't say I told you so. All right. So this all started, the talk title I have today is The Gift. It chooses you. And this all started last month. John and I take the month of July and we don't speak at any centers. We just take the time to decompress. We all have to do that, right? Well, our time is July. And we have a large group of musician friends, and we get together a couple times a year, and July is one of them, and we all go up above Jenner to this place where there's a hotel along the ocean, and we have a hootenanny and sing songs, and they play music, and it's a really great time. Well, we were doing this in July, and we were outside of the little hotel room, and we were just talking philosophical talk, and you could hear the ocean and smell the salt air, and the stars were gorgeous. There was no fog covering the stars. You could see the Milky Way. It was just gorgeous. And so we start talking, and my friend starts talking about how he really never thought too much about music. Now, this is a very good and known musician in our county. And he says to me, I didn't choose music. It chose me. What? He said one day, many years ago, he picked up a guitar. And all of a sudden, he fell in love with the music. And he found out that he could sing. It picked him. And actually, those were his words. I just said chose in my title because it's like good English. But what he actually said was, we don't pick it. It picks us. He said it was so natural to him when he lifted that guitar to start to play. And that guitar now brings joy to all those who come to listen to him play. That was profound to me, that it picks us. We don't pick it. You know, throughout our lives, we seem to be pulled in natural directions, do we not? There's certain areas that just seem to appeal to us. But sometimes we don't always go in that direction, do we? We don't listen. We go, where's the money? I'll go that direction. Or, maybe I'm going to raise a family. Sometimes life gets in the way. Maybe we just poo-poo it. That's not for me. I'll never be able to attain that. When I was a child, when I was a child, my interests were always pulling me in the direction of things that normal people couldn't see. That was my interest. I mean, and that's weird when you're a child. Like, my interests are ghosts and they're Nancy Drew mysteries. Every summer under that tree, I'd be reading Nancy Drew mysteries. Yeah, and ruins, ancient ruins, and vampires. Dark Shadows, anyone? Right? My older brother wasn't too happy with me. I'd go running home after school, turn on the TV with my bowl of cereal, and pull over my 4-year-old niece. Watch Dark Shadows and vampires. Yeah, they haven't let me live it down yet. And even when I was a child, I remember this imaginary. Who had imaginary friends? Anybody? Damn! All right, so I only saw 2. You put your hands up. I know there's more, and you guys just aren't. You're not copping to it. Well, maybe not. Maybe I'm just weird. So Rev Sherry and I. So I was like 3, and we lived in a house in Saratoga. That's the youngest that I remember. And I had this imaginary friend. And her name, Little Witch. Little Witch. I'm 3. What 3-year-old even knows what a witch is, let alone what it looks like? And I can still see her. I can still see her in my mind's eye. Little Witch. I actually think she was a guide or an angel that came in with me to whatever it was my interests were going to be, to bring me in so I wouldn't be afraid. Yeah, 3-year-old's not afraid of witches either. Not only does she not know what they are. So that's what I had. As I got older, people decided in junior high school or high school, what do you want to be? What do you want to be when you get out of school? I heard 2 things. One was a psychologist, and the other was a teacher. Neither one of those things spoke to me. You know, when I was growing up, some of those things might have been parapsychology or archaeology, culinary school. That probably wasn't my mid-20s. Those things were interesting to me. But I didn't go there. None of them picked me. What I realized at the exact moment my friend said, "It picks you," was my love for metaphysics. It's what we do here. Metaphysics kept me out of the shadowy, weird stuff that happens out there. I feel so blessed and honored to be able to pray with and for each one of you that comes for prayer. The funny thing is that I always had it. I just had to be directed. I always had it. He said, "Did you pick it?" And I thought, no. Through all the twists and the turns, it found its way to me. I have a friend of mine that says we're born with a blueprint. I believe that as a beautiful infant soul, we come into this world with that blueprint, that we already have some of the gifts that are within us that are to be developed. We don't always pick up on those right away, right? I didn't figure it out till last month. Truth. Ernest Holmes, who is the founder of the Science of Mind, reminds us that God is all there is. There is one perfect energy in the universe. It is light, it is love, it is peace, it is power, it is joy. It is all things good, great, whole, and complete. And it has created each and every one of us. We are a part of that same energy. God is our substance and supply. We need to learn to accept this. God is our substance and supply, not the paycheck. I mean, that helps. That's one of them. But stuff always shows up in the most mysterious and miraculous of ways. The need is met before it is even asked for. Yeah. And we got to think think about this. If it's God's good pleasure to give us the kingdom, then it should be our privilege to accept the gift. God's saying, here you go. Nah, I don't like you. I don't want none of that. Right? No. You can have whatever it is that you want to have. Everything, all of our gifts, all of the things that we wish to experience are already in an energetic field. It's when we put our feelings and our thoughts and our beliefs and our hopes and our loves and our dreams, when we put those into that energetic space, that it begins to formulate. What does he say? That God gives in the abstract and we receive in the concrete. That goes for our gifts. We are God ordained already. All things are given to us, but we've got to do the receiving. We have to make the commitment to God, to Spirit, to love, to Lord, to science, to universe, to whatever you want to call it. And then it commits to us. I have a friend of mine. She's leaving a job of a very long time. And she got the job that she asked for in her dreams for a long time. But she's so afraid to leave the one that was secure. Here it is. What happens when we receive that answer to prayer? Right? What happens? We receive the answer. Now are we going to take it in, or are we going to let it float down the river for somebody else to take? Don't doubt that Spirit cares for you, or watches you, or upholds you, or promotes you, or gifts to you. The receiving of these gifts is an eternal process, forever expanding the finite. The finite. Spirit is always energy. Yes, can you kill energy? Anybody who can you kill energy? No. What happens with energy? Yeah, it just morphs into something else. What happens? Here we go, dust to dust. Yep, there we go. And then guess what happens? Something more beautiful evolves. It happens with everything, with all of us, with our beautiful candles and our prayers. Everything is always evolving. So get curious and discover what your gifts are. You have them. They've already chosen you. Uncover them. The gift of heaven is life, not death. It is love, not hate. It is peace and not confusion. Repeat after me. I am now open and ready to receive the gifts of God. They are my divine inheritance. And so it is. Namaste.
Oop, I'm sorry. Okay, so it is now time for our joyous time of giving. And basically, we are here because of you. We're able to share these beautiful statements, these beautiful ideas, these principles. We're able to have beautiful rituals. And it is all because of what we are able to do here. So it is through your tithes, through your giving, through your sharing, that we are able to do these things, and we are so very blessed because of you. So I'm going to turn this over to Reverend Sherry for our Joyous Time of Giving treatment.
We're going to do that after. They're just going to start here, and we're going to... No, we're not doing it after?
Don't make me say it. Choir?
Okay, we do a treatment, then we pass and sing. Okay. I need instruction, apparently. Get us so high. Okay, so put your hands over your heart. And just know that what you give has a signature of you on it. It's what you give in consciousness that goes and moves into this sea of good outside of you. So bless this with your own energy, with a sense of well-being and freedom that wherever it lands, wherever it goes, it supports the good of where it lands. We're grateful for it here, and as it continues out in the universe, we say thank you for your willingness to share your treasure, your time, and your consciousness. And with gratitude, we say thank you, and so it is.
So it is.
And now over here.
Healing. I said healing. Healing. Let me walk to the banks of the river of love, where the current runs deep, baptized by the one, where there's no separation, light is all we see, honoring all our differences, and love will set us free. Father, Mother, God, there's a healing going on. Father, Mother, God, there's a healing going on. Father, Mother, God, there's a healing going on. I said, oh, you rock my soul. I said, oh, you rock my soul. I see the blessings of the past. It's time to requalify. Let's not forget to learn to forgive. Lord knows we gotta try. It's my responsibility to heal the wounds in me. Compassion, faith, hope, and love, and the truth will set us free. Father, Mother, God, there's a healing going on. Father, Mother, God, healing going on. Well, but I said, Father, Mother, God, there's a healing going on. I said, oh, you rock my soul. I said, oh, you rock my soul. I said, one more time. I said, oh, you rock my soul. And I just want to say thank you for your tithes and offerings and your consciousness here today.
Thank you. All right, now it's time to bring in the kids. Okay, you guys all know I can't see, so are they back there?
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Awesome. Okay, so who wants to talk about?
All right. So today we read Rainbow Fish, and we painted rocks, and their mom is bringing up theirs right now, but I painted a fish, and Shar painted a castle. I know. Do either of you guys want to say anything about your rocks? No? Okay.
All right, well, thank you. We got some budding artists here today. All right, well, thank you very much. All right, we're coming to the end of our service. So, is the choir going to help us out here?
Okay, everybody stand up and hold hands. Touch. You remember we can touch each other now. Thank you, God. Just do something. Hold a hand.
The presence is here. The presence is here. Love and spirit prevail on each face. The presence is here. Amen. The presence is here. And I will meet you in grace. And I will meet you in grace.
And so we move forward this week in the light and the love and the peace and the power that I know each one of us are in our own lives, knowing that every set of eyes that we look into this week are the eyes of God. What is your gift? You have it. Together we say, and so it is.